ERP is a computer software system that manages all the resources of the organization put together. We can say it is a centralized application. Why is it a centralized application? Because all the business departments are connected through this centralized application. The information that is provided by the ERP aids in making all important and major decisions. Okay, that is how the ERP functions. So it is a computer software, it manages all the resources, the business of these departments are properly managed. See, let's take a physical store. What happens in a physical store? You have an integrated system that attaches all the departments together, like the purchase department, the sales department, the human resource department, the engineering department, the supply chain management department. So all these departments which you have in a physical store, here we are trying to connect them through the ERP module. So this is a computer software. This is integrating with all the different departments together. And because of its integration, what is happening? A smooth flow of work can take place between the different departments electronically. Okay. Now let's look at a video so you will get a clear idea of what is ERP. Okay.
So what is ERP software? ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning, an industry standard term that, wait a minute, let's not go there. ERP at its essence is a tool for managing information. Okay, so what is managing information all about? Here's a definition we like. Information management is the organized collection, storage, and use of information for the benefit of an enterprise. So how do you organize information in your company? I bet you have a customer database or CRM, and something managing your orders or warehouse, an accounting system, and then you're probably filling gaps in your information pipeline with spreadsheets and manual processes. But none of these talk to each other. They don't share data. It's what people call islands of information, which impacts efficiency. And let's face it, efficiency is connected to time and money. So here is where an ERP system helps you. The ERP centralizes all the information in your organization, and by doing this, you are able to streamline the flow of information. All your business processes become connected end to end. And now, other things become easier. You have a single view of your customer, so you can provide better service. Your team works more efficiently because they have the information they need when they need it. And when you want to analyze your information, since it's all in the same place, you can report on it any way you want. So this is what your ERP does for you. In today's terms, we decided to stick another word at the front, modern ERP. Because centralizing and managing your information seamlessly is just the beginning. Modern ERP allows you to do so much more, like connect to your customers better through a portal, link to modern communication tools like Exchange 365 for your email, or Power BI for business intelligence. Modern ERP can speak the same language as your suppliers' systems, things like EDI. Modern ERP is flexible, mobile, cloud, secure, and much more.
So did you get an idea of what is ERP? Avni,
Yes,
can I see you please? Meet. Is it that I'm teaching the walls? I need to see you children. It becomes very difficult otherwise. Who else is there? I want to see all of you, please. Please put on your videos so that at least I know you're watching it. So what did you understand looking at the video? Why did I show this video to you?
that it manages all the department of an enterprise through technical things.
Correct. So technologically, we can say when we have a centralized application that is connecting all the other departments together, it is called ERP or Enterprise Resource Planning. This part is important, children, because this comes as a long 5-marker question for you, right? So please do this part well. I know it's early morning. You might have just got up, some of you, but you have to pay attention to the class. Otherwise, it is going to be a loss to you, not to me. I already know the things, right? Now let us go to the different kinds of modules of ERP. So what is ERP is clear? Has anyone any doubt with what is ERP? Please answer. I can at least get a yes or a no.
No, ma'am.
Clear. Okay.
No, ma'am.
So I am going to now the different modules of ERP. Okay. These are important. Sometimes they tell you explain any 3 modules. They may ask you to explain all the modules of ERP. So you need to know that how these modules work. Okay.
Ma'am, what
first-
are modules?
Modules, just like you have a department in a physical store, what you have a department that connects that each department is connected to the centralized system of working. Here your centralized system of working is ERP. So we are creating these modules on the electronic platform where you have a sales department. So it's a sales module. Like that, you have a purchase module, you have a CRM, a customer relation module. So all these modules are interconnected to each other. In fact, they are dependent on each other for their working.
Yes.
Okay. So let's understand the workings of each of them. HR module. What does human resource mean? And why is it important?
Human
Basically, what does
resource help
HR module do?
Management of human resources.
Management of human resources. But what are human resources?
Ma'am, it manages all the resources in a company so that efficient working can take place. Like the sales, accounting, all these departments are there. But if a human resource management is not there, so
Mhm.
it can't function properly and with unity.
So what is the human resources department going to keep a track of? What do they do basically? What is
They recruit new members in the company
excellent?
for different departments, and they decide their salary and integration as well.
Correct. So the HR department basically it employs people. So when it employs people, it is going to keep a track. What are the reimbursements to be given? What benefits are going to be given to them? Say like medical benefits, housing benefits, salaries. What will be their workload? What is the job description? All these things are interrelated to the HR department. In fact, you can also say that the HR department will give the full, it will make a profile of each employee. It will give all the kinds of details which you needed. What is the job description? What is this person's role in the organization? How he's functioning? What are his working hours? And all that can be tracked just electronically sitting at home. Say I'm the manager in a company today. I have to integrate all the departments. It is not possible for me to physically go to each department and see. But with the help of this model or this module that is set up by the HR department, I can track about everything about the employees sitting at home. Are you understanding?
Yes.
Okay. Second one, after the HR department comes the inventory module. What does inventory deal with? What is the
Ma'am,
meaning of the
keeping a
term
track
inventory?
of the goods.
Dealing a track of goods. Excellent. Inventory, basically, if you look at, okay, please understand that inventory means nothing but stock of goods. So when
Ma'am,
we, yes, Muskan,
what is the meaning of track?
track of good, tracking something, like keeping a track. Like I'm keeping a track that all 7 of you are sitting here in my class. So I know who's there and who's not. So as a person, if he is in charge of the inventory, he will see what is the stock of items listed. He's going to track them. Let's suppose I want particular order number this much. So you can put a check on them. You'll put a serial number on them. So say I have 100 hard disks I'm dealing with. Each disk will be numbered. So if I want to locate it, it becomes just a click of a button. I'll put the number and I'll be able to locate. Okay. Isn't it? Physically, what does the inventory manager do? He's going to stock the goods. Like let's take your sir in your stores department. Doesn't he stock all the books? Or in the library, she will serially number them. When you go to the library, you will issue the book, and she will note down the number. So these kind of things of stocking the goods is done electronically. It is done online. Okay. So like that, you will be able to understand what is the master copy, how much is the inventory that is being controlled, what is the stock utilization, what reports need to be done. And this is generally integrated With which of the modules you think? Inventory should be integrated with which module? Any idea? No,
Sales.
not with sales. Inventory should be integrated with which one?
Supply, purchase.
Purchase. Very good, Avni. Inventory should always be integrated with purchase, because remember, whenever I'm purchasing more goods, my inventories count will increase. Yes or no? And if certain quantity is going out, that means your inventory will go down. So yes, you can say it is interrelated to also the sales module, but more so with the purchase module. Clear? The next module I'm talking about is the purchase module. Okay, purchase module generally deals with what? Okay, if you look at the purchase module, what is it going to deal with? The purchase module generally takes care of all the processes that are part of procurement. Whenever I'm dealing with things to procure goods, okay, purchase module consists of functionalities like supplier, vendor, okay, what is the who's the supplier, you're going to list, okay, what is the items that are coming. Each supplier is going to send some quotations. From them you have to select the best possible supplier. Yes or no? Correct. Say I have chosen a particular supplier, and why have I chosen him as a manager? I'm going to check, okay, I have supplier 1, supplier 2, supplier 3, 4. They're all sending their quotations. I will choose the best possible one which is giving me the goods at a cheaper rate, and I will place my order. So all this can be easily tracked. Say I am going for a meeting today. If I have an ERP module in front of me, even while I'm traveling, I can just access each department, see what is the status, and I can correlate and explain things in my meeting very easily. Right? So this is the basic functioning of this ERP model. After the purchase module, you have the sales model. Who can explain the sales module to me? What will the sales module be dealing with? Anyone can try? Krishna?
Ma'am, sales. Ma'am.
Okay, Muskan?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am,
No
selling
one
and
wants
buying
to
of
try.
goods.
Yes, Krishna?
Selling and buying of goods.
Selling and buying of goods. What else?
Ma'am,
Only selling and buying.
the taxation implied on the goods.
Taxation implied on the goods. Yes, Apni. What
Ma'am,
else?
inquiry of the goods.
Inquiry of the goods.
Ma'am, queries.
Queries, keeping a track of all the orders, what is the quotations that are coming, at what time an order needs to be delivered, the dispatchment time, what materials are being dispatched, and it should connect with one of these modules. Which one you think? Any idea? It should connect with the CRM module, the customer relationship module. Very important. Why you think it should connect with CRM? Any idea?
The employment opportunities in the future can be generated.
No, CRM, it's written as customer relation management. Why is CRM interrelated to sales?
Ma'am, to have a good relation with the customer so that they know what the customer needs.
Correct. Very good, Sarah. Because here we want a feedback of the goods. I am placing the order. I have dispatched the goods. But who's going to give me the feedback that the good is reached on time, the quality of the good is good, I would want to repeat the order. All that will be done with the help of the CRM module, the customer relationship module. That module is very important in this whole business organization. Okay? Why is that particular module so important? The reason being that it is this customer relationship module where you'll get the full profile of the customer. You will know how many times the customer has logged on, how many times the customer is buying the good, what is the nature of purchase, what kind of goods he buys, okay, what is his familiarity, what is his favorite, what are the goods which he is wanting to buy, what kind of feedback he's giving. All this can be found out through the CRM module. In fact, you can track a detailed information of the customer, like his communication history, his call details, what kind of purchases he is making, what is the contract duration. CRM module can also be integrated with the sales module. Yes, Muskan.
Ma'am, if they ask us to explain the enterprise resource planning model, then do we have to write all these modules in order?
Yes, you should write them. Not in order, you can write in any order, because it's not that first inventory is taking place or first purchase. It's not a step. These are the different modules which are integrating with each other, but you have to explain all of them. Okay.
Yes.
Again, it depends. If it's a short question where they ask you what is ERP, then you will just give the definition of ERP and name them. That's all. But if they're asking you, if it's a 5 marker, it comes as a long question, then you will have to explain the modules. Clear? So we finished with purchase, we finished with human resource, we finished with sales, we finished with CRM. What is left? Finance and accounting module. If you look at the finance and accounting module, this would deal with what? The inflow and outflow of money. What is the capital that is coming into the business? What is the money that is being utilized or spent? Okay, that is the accounting and financial module is dealing with that. In fact, what is the balance sheet of the company? What is the accounts? How the profit and loss is prepared? What are the bank statements? What are the payment receipts? All this financial data is dealt with the accounting and financial module. Then we come to the production module, engineering or production module. This module is of great help for the manufacturing industry. Obviously, you have already done industries, you know that the raw materials need to be converted to the finished products. So this module will contain what? It will contain the production planning. What are the machines involved? The machine scheduling. How much raw material is being bought? How much time it is going to be prepared? A proper tracking has to be done in the production process in a particular day. What quantities are being produced? All this is dealt with this particular module. Then comes the supply chain module, or SCM as it is called. This module helps in the flow of the product items from who? From the manufacturer to the consumer, as well as from the consumer to the manufacturer. Supply chain, interrelation between the two. So common roles involved will be of the manufacturer, of the stockists. The SCM will also involve the demand and supply management, the sales return, what orders are being replaced. Sometimes the customer is not happy. He says, no, I don't like this order. The way I had customized it and the way I wanted it, I have not got it. So what he will do? He will try to replace the order. He will try to return his goods back. Don't we all do it? Say we have shopped something from Amazon. It has come to our household, but we did not like the product. When we saw the picture and we ordered it, it seemed absolutely different. But now when the product has actually come, it is different. So in that case, what you need to do? You have to return the product back. Right? So all these decisions are taken by the SCM. Okay. So any module I have left out or not explained? I think I have covered all. Have I left out any children?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. Tell me anything now you need to ask me. Please put on your videos. I should be able to see each one of you at every point of time. I'm not going to repeat myself again and again. Please tell me what questions you have with ERP module. Otherwise, I'll do a recap. And then if we get time, I'll go to the next topic today.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I'm not understanding the engineering and production model.
This one. Okay. I'll explain it once more. Anything else anyone else wants to ask? Who can help me out here and help Muskan out, who has understood well engineering and production module, can explain for her? No one has understood.
Ma'am,
That
I
is
have
why I've been sleeping. Who can explain and try?
Ma'am,
Okay, Divyata, come on.
engineering or
Production module.
So it is great for the manufacturing or the production industries because it keeps the track of production planning and the machine schedules and daily track of the production process, and they like keep a record and the track of the production taking place in an industry or a business.
Generally, in the production industry, Muskan, what are we dealing with? We are dealing with raw materials which need to be converted to what? Finished products. and we have to install machines that are going to convert the raw material to finished products. So you have to keep a track of what is the machine schedule and what time, okay, the goods will be manufactured, how much time it is going to take, or how many units have been produced in a day. All this tracking the production module will be doing for you. Clear? Anything else to ask here? Clear? Okay, can I just go to a recap of the chapter once? Now I'm going to ask your questions. All sleepy heads in the morning, please quickly answer them.
Ma'am,
Yes, tell me.
ma'am, is it okay if I'll come in a minute?
Okay, come. Yes, the chapter is over, Krishna. Okay, let us start. First, we did the objectives. What is e-commerce? The definition, very important, that it means commercial transactions in which order is placed electronically and goods and services are delivered in tangible or electronic form. We'll start with Zara. Give me, Zara, two differences between e-business and traditional business, or e-commerce and traditional business. Come on, quickly.
Ma'am, the formation of traditional business is difficult, but e-business is simple.
Okay.
And setting up costs is high for traditional business, but it's low for e-commerce.
Excellent. Divyata, can you say two more points?
Ma'am,
Tell me.
ma'am, I'm entering from another phone. I'll disconnect this.
Why? What is the problem?
Ma'am, my brother wants the laptop. His meeting is
And do it now, na? Tell him that please wait for 20 minutes. Now you don't give him the laptop now. Come on, quickly. Next.
Ma'am, can I tell?
Yes, Meet.
Ma'am, government support in traditional business is low, and then
Hmm.
e-business is high. And the type of labor required in traditional business is semi-skilled, and in e-business is highly skilled.
Try to use those pointers which are very important, like global reach, formation, locational needs. Okay, go to these pointers. Okay, rather than going to type of staff required and all. Especially if you are explaining 5 or 6 pointers, go to the ones where you can explain properly in details. Cost factor, these are important. Okay? Global reach, all this we have already discussed. What is e-tailing? Who's going to explain e-tailing for me quickly? Anyone can try e-tailing? Yes, Divyata. Divyata, you're on mute. Yes, tell me.
Retailing means selling goods in retail through net.
Okay, and it is a short form of electronic retail.
Retail.
It represents the B2C business type, right? And of course, we have already seen the steps of e-tailing. It's an easy part. Then we learned about e-advertising. We learned about web banner advertising, AdSense advertising, internet advertising. What is e-advertising? Anyone? Can you put a light on?
Ma'am, can I?
Yes.
Advertising done
Ma'am,
through
it is advertising through the internet by messages.
By messaging the advertisements to the consumers. Correct. Then we did e-marketing. Who's going to tell me e-marketing? Krishna, can you try? What is e-marketing?
Ma'am, it is the process of selling a product online or through the internet.
Okay, via email and wireless media. Correct. E-marketing is also known as what? Internet marketing.
Internet marketing.
Web marketing.
Web
Or
marketing.
also called digital marketing. Correct. Excellent. So this also done. What are the types of e-marketing, Avani?
Ma'am, article marketing, affiliate marketing, video marketing, email marketing, and blogging.
Correct. Okay. Can any of you explain any one type of them? out of them, out of 5? Who can try one? Anyone?
Ma'am.
Yes, Muskan?
Ma'am, article marketing.
Okay.
Ma'am, it is the online marketing where the sellers try to attract the attention of the customers uh, to the online. They try to attract the attention of the online customers. Then their motive is to attract the online.
Yeah, but how are they going to attract the online customer?
Ma'am, by advertising many online advertisements.
You are publishing articles on the bank forums, okay, or on any of the forums where people can look at them. So your articles get published to many people at the same time. We've also seen the types like what is affiliate marketing, what is email marketing. I've shown you a video also of the same. What is affiliate marketing? Can anyone tell me what is affiliate marketing?
Ma'am.
Who's going to try for me? Affiliate marketing. Avni, what is okay? Divyata has raised her hand. Tell me, Divyata, what is affiliate
marketing? Is a type of marketing when a client is asking a other organization to help with advertising of a product or a services. The other organization is a helping hand to the client's organization.
So he becomes the affiliate, and what does he get in return? He will get some kind of commission in return.
Yes.
Okay? So it can be any person, it can be any organization that is helping another organization to sell the goods by acting as an affiliate for them. Okay? Then we learned about email marketing. You can easily market by sending an email to a large number of people at the same time. Same way for video marketing. Lots of videos are uploaded online and they are going to help people to market the goods and services. Then what is e-security? Who's going to tell me about e-security? Anyone?
Ma'am.
Ma'am.
Sabni? Not Divyata, someone else try please. Yes, Sabni?
Ma'am.
Security. Who was the second one who said ma'am?
Muskan.
Muskan. Okay, Muskan, try. What is e-security?
Ma'am, electronic security means network security, browser security, and computer security. In this, we mean that we need to maintain some security when we shop online. We need to maintain some security.
Help us so that we can provide all the rules against attacks over internet. Can anyone mention 2 threats for which we need e-security? Any 2 threats?
Malware and Trojan horse.
Malware, Trojan horse, botnet, ransomware, keystroke logging. Many of them I had discussed with you yesterday. Okay.
Ma'am, can you tell about botnet?
Botnet you want to know? Okay, I'll come to botnet. Let me recap this, then I'll come to botnet. What is ERP? Who can explain?
Ma'am.
Okay, try Divyata.
Ma'am, ERP's full form is Enterprise Resource Planning. It is a computer software or a system which is used to manage the resources of an organization.
Okay.
It manages the different departments as a centralized application.
So it is a centralized application system. Yes, Meet is saying something. Tell me, Meet.
It can also track everything.
Sorry?
It can track everything.
Yes, it can track everything because it is a centralized system. It is connected to the different modules. And what are the different modules we spoke about?
Human resource module.
Inventory module, sales module,
inventory module,
finance and accounting
purchase module,
finance and accounting module, purchase
supply
module,
chain management,
supply chain module. Easy the chapter? Anything very difficult here? Okay, you wanted to know what is botnet? Botnet is actually nothing but a network of zombie computers that have been taken over by a robot. Sometimes what happens is that, like we do not know that who is accessing the computer. if you have a robotic computer, okay, a robot kind of a software that is installed and that tries to access the data and manipulate it, that is why, remember yesterday you asked me about it, that ma'am, why we have those robot questions and all put, if you remember, you had asked me that question yesterday. So the reason is, see, there are certain things which the robot will not be able to sense and identify, which you as a human being will be able to do. So those kind, to prevent from those kind of attacks, here the security measures are taken.